Okay, so we are in... Oh, shit. Oh, so it doesn't last forever. So that was a little corpse thing we created, and he didn't last forever. But we can make another one if we have to. Anything there? Nothing there. So a bowl. A bucket helmet. I mean, can you wear the bucket as a helmet? Is that what it's supposed to be? Apparently you can. Okay, so far we've learned, which we kind of expected, because again, this is the developer who made Baldur's Gate 3. This is a game they did before that. Oh, that's locked. I thought I had a key. It's a lot of simulator. Oh, hey, our bony fingers worked for picking that lock. I think that's hilarious. Oh, we are, I guess I should say this, we are an undead wizard aspiring in, or focusing on fire and necromancy, because, you know, you can. Ball and chain, what are you supposed to do with that? How many buckets do we not need? So, I'm just going to guess that you can wear the bucket as a helmet. Yes, you can. Why would you want to? I have no idea. But anyway, as an undead, or skeleton, basically, people are supposed to not like us very much. But I'm sure they'll get over it eventually. So now I'm guessing we're supposed to get off the boat somehow? Why am I slow? I don't know what caused to slow me down there. You can move stuff around. Not everything. Just some stuff. What's in here? Empty potion bottles. I'm going to grab those because you never know. I got healing potions don't work on me, but poison... Oh, sorry, healing potions damage me. Poison type potions heal me. And igniting poison. Move a candle into the poison surface or set it on fire to blow up the door. Understood. So I'm guessing that's what we have to do to get out of here. Wait a minute, no we don't. We can go around. Here's a minor healing potion we don't need, but we could sell it. If we have to. I don't need candles. Another healing potion we don't need. How close do we want to be when they blow this up, though? We don't. Not sure why poison is ignitable, but it is. Just wait for it to burn out.
Not the most elegant solution, was it?
But it was a solution. So stuff here. Cards. I don't know what I'm going to be doing with cards, but I picked them up anyway. Did it say I leveled up? Sneaking success. What? I sneak around as a barrel. I'm gonna hit C. Skill panel, inventory, skill panel. That's our stuff. Schools of Magic, Fire, and Necromancy. We don't need to walk
And
around
I'm
the barrel.
back where I started. Nowhere to go but up.
He's telling me where to go. Up we go. Yes. Chronicles. You've added 2 new chronicles. So what do those do for me? Managed to see one. Oh, we found a note about that person. Looks very like a shocking situation up here. Small toe. Pot, mortar and pestle. Pot still? Sure. Crafting panel. This is the crafting screen. Select or drag items onto the crafting slots to continue to combine a button. Valid combinations will work. So, laboratory stuff.
No marks, no indications of a struggle.
So this is that. So put you down there. Oh no, the pot still is the thing. It's not the mortar and pestle. Where is it? Now where did it go? I'm confused, but ham, bread, ham sandwich. Will it tell you if it actually makes something, or you have to guess? Invalid combination. Okay, so you don't lose the stuff. So mortar and pestle is just a thing. It doesn't actually use for alchemy, it looks like. The pot still is,
Where
but
did I leave my calipers?
it's a cooking pot. Doesn't actually do anything, though. Flawless skull. Every necromancer needs one of those. Another empty bottle. Medical cabinet, nothing in it. I'm just picking up stuff I don't need. Test jar. Not worth anything. Go away. Oh, skull. Oh, it's worth actually some money. It's an ingredient, too. It's a cooking pot for cooking, but it doesn't actually get used.
No marks, no indications of a struggle.
So sit down and rest if we want. Gold cup. Bet that's worth some money. I'll take the money. So, this person is one of the crew, I think.
Why, you're looking a bit more chipper. Yes. Looks like that collar fits you snugly enough.
Nice bit of work, even if I do say so
No
myself.
known associates. In fact, he seemed quite averse to spending time with the others.
There you are. Not too tight, I hope. The collar, I mean. Oh, not to worry. Every dog has to get used to its leash.
You're nice.
In the meantime, your next stop will be Magister William. All passengers have to be registered in the ship's manifest, and he's the chap in charge of the logs. You'll find him on the other side of this deck, in the officers' quarters.
Or tags based on what we picked earlier. Scholar. Used that by the room's shape, you can tell you're on a Lucian-class frigate, but why? Say you had a long black dream about a ship sailing the river of the dead, but you're not dead, are you? That's just mystic. Scholar.
Why? Because we're at sea, of course, and have been for several days.
Index fingers pressed to her lips, she pauses a moment to give you a scrutinizing gander.
My word, you do seem a bit befuddled, don't you? Perhaps I was a bit too generous with that sedative.
Hey, Gray, welcome back. What if you're dead inside? Everybody's dead inside, they just don't know it.
Oh, well, I'm sure you'll soon gather your wits. Most likely. Eventually. In the meantime, all you need to know is that we're en route to Fort Joy. A new life awaits, and if you're a particularly good boy, perhaps a cure as well. An end to Source. For good.
Mentioned that there was a little accident in the cargo deck. The prisoners died. Dead.
I'll need to write to headquarters.
Lean in and whisper that the Magister below deck suffered a fatal encounter. You pull out the thing around your neck. Futilely demand to know why she collared you. Take your leave. There's a little accident.
Is he? Oh, well. Some problems simply sort themselves, don't they?
Curious Dynamics, welcome to the stream. I sound like William Dafoe. I've never heard that one before. Pretty sure. Lean in and whisper to that one too.
She frowns and peers at you closely, concern clearly etched upon her face.
Delusions such as these are rare, but not unheard of. I recommend a cup of mulled wine and another night's sleep. Just take it easy.
Why did she collar me?
Why, for my peace of mind, of course. Why don't you try casting one of those source spells of yours? See what happens.
Recall great powers building inside you, the ones you commanded before your capture. Unleash them.
No known associates.
Don't do it.
In fact,
Oh, do go on. I won't hold it against you. Promise.
Shake your head, you're not going to do it.
My, aren't we a meek little lamb? Perhaps I needn't have collared you at all, though it does look darling on you. So let's just leave it on, shall we? Because to answer your question, what this collar does is this. It makes you unable to cast Source. For your own peace of mind, of course. Yours and the whole world's.
did the murderer take him into this
So
room,
Source.
or was he already
Been important knowledge. Mark destinations. What's this for? So we are. So we came in from over here, though. So now what am I supposed to do?
Did the murderer take him into this room? Or was he already here?
King's Journal. So, register with Magister William. Not on a collar. Find someone to help you remove your source collar. I am bound by a magical collar that cannot be removed. Will we escape the Merryweather? We're aboard the Merryweather. Stuff. Magister Crusade, led by Lucian's son Alexander, dominant magisters of the Divine Order, are rounding up sorcerers for exile. Anyway, try to get out of here. Oh, we came from over here. Dum, 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 dum.
gods! There's been a murder here.
Just a few. Wow. Can't be electrified or frozen. So this would be stealing because, you know, red.
Did the murderer take him into this room? Or was he already here? Ugly sight, isn't it? Burns me up this happened under our protection. We're extremely lucky no Voidwoken followed the source that did this.
Confirming that she wasn't this man's protector, she was his captor. That's why she's letting you so close to the crime scene. For all she knows, you could be... No, don't say that. Wasn't this man's protector, your captor?
Finn didn't see it like that. He was desperate for us to help him. Two things scared the living daylights out of him. His own shadow and his own source. We'll find out who did this. Speaking of...
She looks up at you with a mirthless smile.
I was on duty in your room when the murder happened. You were asleep the whole time. Didn't even stir. You're one of the only indisputably innocent people on the ship. Unless you can commit murder in your sleep, of course.
Probably did. Shrug and say maybe you can. You're a sorcerer after all.
Not with that collar on you, Aunt. Listen, I could use someone to keep their ears open among the passengers. Sometimes they clam up in front of a uniform. Bring me a good lead, and I'll throw in a shiny gold coin for you.
Oh boy.
How about that?
Not and say you'll let her know if you hear anything interesting. Say that you're no snitch. After she really thinks you'd help a magister, someone who's keeping you under lock and key.
Think about it. It's one of you who got killed, not one of us. We want to find who did it and bring them to justice. Who's your real enemy here?
You.
You let me know if you hear anything. Whoever did this is dangerous.
Okay. So nothing useful in this room. That's what it looks like. Rope. Wow, we actually took the rope.
It seems as though there's a pattern in the blood flow.
So I'm supposed to do their job for them.
Please, please, please. Be good, you scallywags.
Use this restaurant. There are no enemies nearby. Can I just pick it up? I can't. Picked up a visual and rest to heal your party. Understood. So we'll put you down here since that stuff doesn't actually work.
As soon as the Inquisitor gets here, we'll hang you right over the side of this ship with him.
Another strength.
I know you can. A no doesn't become a yes over time, you know.
Who are you and what are you doing?
An elf sits tucked away in a dark spot, lazily rolling dice onto the surface of a barrel. They sound like the dry cackling of an old witch.
Snake eyes.
She chuckles.
I bet that's just what they'll look like.
Wonder what she's doing.
Rolling dice. Deciding fates.
Whose fate is she deciding? Laugh. Can she read the future and how cow entrails as well? Hey, I've got a mystic background. I shouldn't be being sarcastic, should I?
Don't worry, honey. It isn't yours.
She looks you up and down with the merest hint of a coy smile on her lips.
Never say never, though.
She can decide your fate with dice. Ask if she can read that. No, that's not nice. Decide it's probably best to take you or leave.
She smiles contemptuously.
Just a kitten in a corner, aren't we?
I don't know. Are we?
Insufferable, surely. What are you trying to hear anyway?
I'll tell you if you can keep it quiet long enough.
Do
for
you
me
know
to listen.
Losa? She's a really good singer. I'm better though. Listen. La 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 la. how to sing. I did.
You!
Ah,
Jill!
there you are. Husband.
What?
Would you please tell this very charming gaggle of not at all brat-like babes that I am by no accounts this Losa woman, nor do I sing, in fact. I'm deathly allergical.
Why's your name say Losa? Play along and take arm with a grin. Tell the children they must be mistaken. Squint at a lot of them. Who's Losa? Say she must have you confused with somebody else. Look at the passel of dirty kids and say they seem well enough like brats to you. Play along.
How very correct you are, spouse of mine. Madame Josephine Gribbles de Peeb refuses to be confused with anyone else. What? What's so funny?
Her pinched face cracks into a great grin, and she shoos the children away from her with a laugh.
Yeah, okay, you found me out. Go on and git, and maybe I'll sing you something when I'm good and ready.
She turns to you, dark-eyed and dirty-haired, and smiles flatly.
Gotta keep ourselves entertained, haven't we?
Say that's true enough. Shake your hand. Losa, you presume. Next, if you could find someone more age-appropriate companions. Say you're more concerned with survival than entertainment. Yeah, true
You
enough.
presume right.
Ask if she knows anything about the murder that happened on board. Tell her she ought to have a look around with you. You can watch each other's backs. Ask if she knows.
Nope, trying not to find anything out either. Ignorance is bliss. The utterer, the better.
Watch each other's backs.
Thanks, but I already belong to an elite and exclusive ship gang. We play ball every day after lunch. You're too soft for it.
Yeah.
You take care, though.
Suddenly, her eyes cloud to an unnatural black. Greyish veins run down her face, and her mouth tightens into a cruel sneer. As quickly as they came, the clouds clear. She smiles as though no change came over her.
Good luck, Chief.
Well, that was totally normal. Okay, what about the punk kids?
What's your job?
Why are they wearing
You
the
look
collars?
like a magic maker. Like me, but maybe not so strong. I'm here because I'm magic. Are you here because you're weird? What's your job? You look like a magic maker. Like me.
Yeah.
You look like my daddy. His name is Frida. He's waiting for me at home.
You know, when his collar's a kid? I agree. Welcome back, Avram.
And I don't intend to do away with the
Especially the ball and chains. Oh, wait a minute. That's not a ball and chain. Damn
There
it.
has been a murder, Your Majesty. Maybe that has the Magisters more concerned than your appetite.
Don't you get saucy with me when you clearly don't know the first thing about sauce.
The elf is reading a volume of Cranley Hubert's famous encyclopedia. He looks up, his big round eyes scanning your body, absorbing every detail. He reaches out and examines your bandages, rubbing them between his fingers.
Fascinating.
He sits back and returns to his book, flicking quickly from page to page, completely oblivious to your presence.
Stare at him in shock and ask what the hell he thinks he's doing. Ask whether the books he's reading is any good. He seems engrossed in it. Ask who you're speaking to. Reach over and ruffle his hair with a grin. Ask about the book.
It is simultaneously too detailed and insufficient. I know the beginning of this tale and the end, but I am rather missing the middle. Tell me, what do you know of our world's history?
Tell him about the war between the Divine Order and the Black Ring. It dwarfed everything that went before. Dead. You have some personal experience of history. You've seen a lot in the last couple of centuries. Explained that the Riverland's history is a battle between Source and the Void, good and evil, light and darkness. Scholar. Well, Cranley Hubert's work is generally seen as an authority, but you can recommend some histories of each race.
Oh, please. I have no interest in that. Your books are too full of it already. No, I want to know about the Celestial. I want to know about your gods. This text tells me that they created all creatures, but nothing of what came before. Where did these gods come from? Who are their people? Where are the others of their kind?
It's some things just aren't known. Mystic, you have often pondered the nature of the gods, but you don't have any sure answers. Snort. If he wants legends, he shouldn't be reading a history book. Yeah, we'll go Mystic.
Of course you don't have any useful information. Why did I expect anything else?
He's your dork.
Now please, run along. I have a world to decipher.
Why are you so curious about the gods?
No amount of pestering will get the elf to take his eyes off his book or respond to your questions.
It's just a jerk then.
Please, please, please. I forgot how to sing. I did.
I guess I'll work these two first.
It was one of them. I know it.
Would you put a knuckle in it? I'm trying to concentrate.
I spent my life singing for my slaves to bring me my supper. Finer fare than boiled roots and rotten tubers, too. Meanwhile, the Magisters feast on honeyed meat behind this very wall. The indignity.
So she's helpful.
Well, well. What have we here? A fresh face in this stale hell. Let's size you up, shall we? See if you'll do.
The lizard looks you up and down, like a farmer would a fetching horse. All of a sudden, he grips you firmly by the chin, with the intent of inspecting your teeth.
Humor him. Let's see where this leads. Mumble through clenched jaws. What on earth is he doing? The nerves that boy is hand. Humor him.
There's some discoloration, as well as a rather disconcerting lack of tongue and gums, but I've seen worse. After all, one can't expect to find prime merchandise on a squalid little ship like this.
I'm undead, so, you know, I have no tongue or gums.
Now then, to business. You will answer me 3 questions. The first one is this. Can you cook?
Tell him you're quite the wizard in the kitchen, a true chef. I often say you can hardly tell a turkey from a turnip. Undead say you can, but your sense of taste isn't what it used to be. Tell him you're not answering this damn question. Take your leave.
And of course, a cook who can't taste is about as useful as a dog in a chess game. On to the second question. Can you knit, weave? In short, tailor?
Oh, certainly. Tell him given a sheet of satin, you can make a bum look like a baron. Stick a thumb through one of the holes in your garb and say these provide cool in summer. You've had enough of this. Certainly.
Oh, but to feel the caress of satin on my scarlet skin once more. A most satisfactory answer indeed. On then to my final query. Have you the ability to administer the upkeep of one's personal appearance? The delicate art of cosmetics is what I'm after.
You most certainly have personal pride. You're no stranger to combs, powders, and perfumes. Rubbing your chin, tell him you're trying to recall the last time you bathed. What month is this? Yeah, what?
The very basics, then. I suppose that's a start. So, 3 questions asked, 3 questions answered. Let's evaluate, shall we? As per your own testimony, you can tailor and groom, but you have the taste buds of a dung beetle. Still, beggars can't be choosers. So without further ado, I offer you my sincerest congratulations. As of now, you are my slave.
You're over the moon. Tell him you accept. Stare at him blankly. He thinks, you're his now. Tell him you have a half mind to punch him in the face.
You should probably come to terms with the fact that you've half a mind, full stop. Rein in your impertinence, will you? I'm a fair man, but I won't spare the rod. Anyway, you may leave me for a moment. We'll go over your duties once we reach Fort Joy. Now shoo!
This loser. Thinking just make slaves out of people based on a couple of questions? That's awesome.
They don't care about us. We're like cattle to them.
I'll give you that knuckle if you keep carrying on.
One of us wouldn't kill our own. They're picking us off one by one.
Can we just skip to the part where I reassure you and you shut up?
You think me mad?
Mad? No. Insufferable? Surely.
What are you trying to hear anyway?
I'll tell you if you can keep it quiet long enough.
Where did that
for me to
go?
listen.
I have a kitchen pot with cooking pot. I guess we don't need this.
Shoot to kill. That's enough now. You seem on edge, officer.
So is weight a thing? Weight is a thing.
Never thought you'd end up a prison guard, Vic.
That right. I always knew you'd turn out rotten, Ben Mezd.
Am I overweight?
Your
Here?
kind always hung closest to our divine, like wolves around a campfire.
Well, you've got this wolf on a leash now.
Soon as the Inquisitor gets here, we'll hang you right over the side of this ship with it.
It was one of them. I know.
So is this not weight? I just dropped this thing and my weight didn't change.
They don't care about us. We're like cattle to them.
I'll give you that knuckle if you keep carrying on.
One of us wouldn't kill our own. They're picking us off one by one.
A broad dwarf sits totally upright on the bench, eyes closed, palms face up on his knees. His beard is a cascade of meticulous plaits, each one braided through with golden medallions. He raises an eyebrow as you approach, but doesn't open his eyes.
Listen up, boy. You hear that?
Boy, tell me not to think twice about addressing you like a child. Ask what you're meant to be hearing. Wave his crest away and ask him what he knows about the murder on board.
His eyes snap open. He looks at you and frowns.
Murder? Ah, that's what they were going on and on about. I wouldn't know anything about it. I kill a man. He knows who done it. His daddy knows who done it. And the mayor knows who done it too.
His eyes flutter shut, and he assumes his position of repose once more.
Whether they catch me is another matter, but I ain't one to hide my accomplishments.
It's what you're meant to be hearing.
The ship, of course.
Wait and listen to the sounds of the ship.
A wave of sound washes over you. The unintelligible chatter of your shipmates, the groaning of wood from floor to ceiling, the boom, crash and crackle of waves around you, complaints from the sea itself.
And?
And the ship is moaning like a sick man. Say the sea sounds angry, like it's trying to capsize the ship. Mark that your shipmates are chatty as gulls you can barely hear over the din.
A common sort of sound, isn't it? Where there's talk, there's health. That's all you hear, though. Listen close.
As your eyes let the ambient sounds of the ship sounds of the ship fade away.
There now, just like that.
Squeak!
Aha!
His eyes snap open as his countenance breaks into an expression of joy. One great paw claps you on the back. The other catches you before you lose your footing.
There. You heard it, didn't you? I knew it. I knew it. Aye, this is good news, boy. Good news.
Someone's got so excited that was nothing more than a rat. Nod, you heard it. What's it supposed to be? Decide to leave him to his soundscape and take your leave. What's it supposed to be?
It's the wheel. The wheel. Don't you see, you beautiful idiot? Squeaks whenever the helmsman jerks it clockwise, which means we're heading east. Burn my beard. That means if we've been travelling for, yes, only 10.34 nautical miles to Fort Joy.
No, you shouldn't talk like that about such a magnificent beard. What? Ask why he's so excited about reaching Fort Joy. You haven't heard anything good about the place. Note he must be a practiced sailor. Ask what the figure means to him.
Captain, actually. And that figure tells me we're getting close to the Joy. Close to what lies beyond it, too.
The dwarf leans back from the table and strokes his beard, gold medallions jingling merrily. His eyes roll over to you.
That'll be all. Thank you kindly, boy.
An eyebrow. If he's hatching an escape plan you want in, say nothing, but you look at him once over before leaving. You may want to find him again inside Fort Joy, particularly one is part of the plan.
He continues stroking his beard, a beatific smile on his lips, and doesn't acknowledge you anymore.
Of course he doesn't.
Right over the side of this ship.
He said burn my beard. He did. And welcome to the stream, Thrall Chill. think I said that right.
Slop as food.
If I didn't,
I've seen more
I'm sorry.
appetizing things coming out of plague-stricken pigs.
Okay, what about you?
You one of them? A Divine Order loyal? They killed a sorcerer, you know. They'll hide the evidence well enough, but make no mistake.
Wasn't very helpful.
I've never dined on anything less than a dozen-course dinner, and I don't intend to do away with the custom.
Well, there has been a murder.
Bucket bedroll stuff.
Maybe that has the Magisters more concerned than your appetite.
Don't you get saucy with me when you
Talk to
clearly don't know
those
the
two.
first thing about sauce.
I haven't talked to them yet.
It was one of them. I know it.
It's locked.
Would you put a knuckle in it? I'm trying to concentrate.
I'm gonna talk to you or
They
you.
don't care about us. We're like cattle to them.
I'll give you that knuckle if you keep carrying on.
A scruffy man lounges against the wall with scarred arms folded. A sly smile playing on his face, he stares across at the Magister guarding him. Noticing you, he straightens and beckons for you to come closer.
Watch your back, new fish. There's a murderer on board, and I'd bet 3 months' pay it's this tramp Ifan.
Rolling his eyes at the Magister's warning, the man named Ifan beckons again.
Move closer.
He leans in and adjusts your collar with a sharp tug, balancing its weight so it no longer presses unpleasantly on your neck. He winks.
Pinches less that way, right?
Hocking a phlegmy gobbet in your general direction, the sullen Magister settles back to his task of glowering at Ifan. And now, you.
Ask Giffen why the Magister suspects him of murder. Doesn't seem like the optimal part of the ship to hang around. Take your leave. Nope.
We
Murder.
used to know each other, more's the pity. I was his commander many, many, many moons ago. Isn't that right, Vic?
Standing far back from Ifan, the tight-faced Magister draws one finger across his throat in an elaborate fashion, but says nothing. Ifan grins, flashing pointed white teeth.
Same as he was at 14 years old. Only difference is somebody gave him a bigger sword and now he's Johnny Big Pants.
Given what he did to find himself at the mercy of, of a subordinate. Say that you're still curious about the murder. Did he do it? Subordinate.
Long story. Maybe I'll tell you about it in the Joy. Away from interested parties.
So you're still curious about the murder?
No. The dead man, Finn, is it? I'd no business with him. And I wouldn't put a man down without good reason.
He glances over at Magister Victor, who's staring back at him with pointed intensity.
Damn shame sheer annoyance isn't reason enough.
Do with where... If he knows anything about where you're headed, Fort Joy.
The Joy? I've heard a lot. Nothing good. No surprise there, since Bishop Alexander runs the show. Wonder if we'll get to meet the Ringmaster himself.
Say you'd like to meet Alexander. You'd show him exactly what you think of his bloody Divine Order. Tell him that's one acquaintance you'd not eager to make. Say you've no interest in Alexander. All you care about is surviving Fort Joy. Show him exactly what you think of his bloody Divine Order.
Easy now. I might think the same, but Vic here will blow a blood vessel if he hears you talking like that.
What are you conspiring about over there? You! What's your name?
Oh, don't mind him. Vic's just got a bee in his bonnet. And that bee is me.
Name?
Tell him your name. Say that it's Gil.
Magister Victor looks at you suspiciously, then scrawls something illegible down in a tiny notebook. He scowls at you as he stows the notebook back in his voluminous robes.
Away with you, at once.
Ifan performs an elaborate pantomime of keeping quiet, one finger in front of his lips as he leans back against the wall.
Hey, Desperator, welcome back. Stir up the status quo on the island yet? No. What island? There's no island here. It's a myth. Grease ski? What the hell's a grease ski?
Would you put a knuckle in it? I'm trying to concentrate.
They don't care about us. We're like cattle to them.
I'll give you that knuckle if you keep carrying on.
One of us wouldn't kill our own. They're picking us off one by one.
Can we just skip to the part where I reassure you and you shut up?
You think me mad?
Where'd you go?
And Insufferable, surely.
So this key, I don't even know where it is. It only shows up when I hit tab. And oh, there it is.
And if she tries to run, shoot to kill. You see my there, Jefferson?
Oops.
I do not think oops means what you think it means.
I don't even know what I just did there. I hit a button, stuff happened.
I always knew you'd turn out rotten, Ben Nest.
Probably hit a number.
Your kind always hung closest to our divine, like wolves around a campfire.
Well, you've got this wolf on a leash now.
Soon as the Inquisitor gets here, we'll hang you right over the side of this ship with it.
Restoration scroll. Sure, why not?
How dare you classify this slop as food? I've seen more appetizing things.
How did I just pick up
plague-stricken pigs.
a washing tub? I don't think so.
There's nothing else I can make, Your Majesty. Turnips and water are all I was given.
Unacceptable. I've never dined on anything less than a dozen-course dinner, and I don't intend to do away with the custom.
Cooking pot, journal, mug of wine.
There has been a murder, Your Majesty. Maybe that has the Magister's more concern than your appetite.
The journal here in a second. Mashed potatoes, yummy.
When you clearly don't know the first thing about sauce.
Once again, poison is healing to us. So
Never thought you'd end up a prison guard, Vic.
So that book, journal. This tome contains no text. Instead, sketches of dragons fill every page. The artist is hardly talented, but clearly enthusiastic.
Well, you've got this wolf on a leash now.
Soon as the Inquisitor gets here, we'll hang you right over the side of this ship with it.
Very too low. How am I supposed to get in there? Probably over through there?
I'll give you that knuckle if you keep carrying on. One of us wouldn't kill our own. They're picking us
Oh, we haven't talked to her yet.
Can we just skip to the part where I reassure you and you shut up?
The woman keeps rolling her dice. She pays
Oh,
you
yeah, we
no
did.
further notice.
Sorry, she's the first one we talked to. Just came in from a different angle there. Through there. Came through that way. Talk to them. I don't think we've been over there yet, though. Yeah. Oh, I guess I haven't talked to him. Do I really want to talk to a guard, though? Ask him what he wants to know. Tell him my name, particularly. Why? Who wants to know?
The Divine Order wants to know. Not so fast. Name? Well, you aren't here on my list. Scrammy. We're trying to catch a killer here.
Okay. Not on his list. What does that mean exactly?
On a leash now.
Soon as the Inquisitor gets here, we'll hang you right over the side.
So I can't get through there. So try over here. Oh. We talked to this guy, didn't we?
Here to register, sir. Good, good. Magister Williams is just about done with the last passenger. You faring okay so far?
I'm fine. Say you've been through worse, and ask if he actually cares. Ask if he'd be fine, collared like a dog and stuck in a ship's hold with a corpse and a murder on the loose.
He tugs the collar of his uniform and chuckles.
Sorry you're upset, sir, but we all wear what we wear for a reason. You head on in now. Williams will get you sorted fast.
Creep the those bolts trained on her, and if she tries to run, shoot to kill.
Standing at the center of the room, you spot a sorcerer haughtily eyeing a pair of nervous-looking magisters. They keep their crossbow trained upon her as she's being interrogated by an officer.
So you admit it then? You murdered that poor fella?
Yes, I did. But of course, that was only the beginning.
She turns her head and looks you straight in the eye.
Uh-oh.
There are others whose lives must end.
Uh-oh.
Good God, the woman's mad. You there, sorcerer, go and fetch Magister Siwan. We need to do more than collar this maniac. We need to shackle her, hands and feet.
Yes, sir, and trying to leave. This murderer must be brought to justice. This may be the perfect opportunity to create a mutiny. Tell the women who stand by her. Address the sorcerer and ask her what she meant by there are others whose lives must end.
It means your journey draws to a close. Do stick around for its finale, though, because...
She reaches for her collar and simply removes it.
Oh, very nice.
I'm just about to create a scene.
Subdue her, men, quickly! If she casts source, the Voidwoken will come. They'll end us all.
She smiles with wicked satisfaction.
Precisely.
Well then, wasn't expecting that. Well, that went well. Keep burning.
What's happened?
These guys just weren't carrying anything. It's a little bit of money. And source collar. Crime scene. Some crimes like murders or stealing have a crime scene, even if nobody saw something. Okay, whatever. Stolen unbreakable level 1. Guess I don't need that, do I? Display case. Chest. Oh, look. A wand. Good part of a sword. Good part of a sword? Improvised wand. So, the poison. Dual-wielding wands? It's like we're dual-wielding wands. Stuff. Pumpkin soup. Yummy, yummy. Just hitting number keys there when that happens. Bottle of wine, 50 cup, whatever this is supposed to be. Fire's burning a long time. So, what did I just witness? I should probably be leaving, huh? Journal updated. Journal updated is troubled waters. We made it to the middle deck. The ship is badly damaged. We have to keep moving. The sorcerer slipped by her source collar and triggered a huge explosion. We have to escape. So why do I hear a dog? Why did I just pick up a bottle, or sorry, another barrel of water? 60. That one's 60. Drop this one.
Hey, bag of water. It is time to take a break.
What?
Go stretch your legs.
What?
This break supports the purchase of Rocket's treats. If you would like to help Rocket feel like a puppy again, please visit gimpyknee.com/support, or you can watch the ads during the break, or you can type !treats in chat. Thank you. Your next break is in 1 hour.
I'm not going to worry about picking those locks yet, right? Still too soon. So, the dog. Ah, there you are, Ruff. Okay, so. I'm going to take a break. I'll come back and talk to Mr. Barky over there. See if he's actually going to attack us. He probably will, but we'll see. Maybe. Anyway, going to get up, stretch my legs, get some water. Be back in a few minutes. Thank you very much for watching. Be back shortly. Enjoy the dog video.